Hello, everybody. Darth Boy here, and my apologies about the mess. I'm trying to get this place less messy post getting the new TV, but that's not really important. Just had to address that because I don't like my space being messy, but ADHD be like. So anyway, I guess the obvious. I met Autumn Ivy, who is an amazing cosplayer and influencer and motivational person, and I shot some pics of her at the convention. She was super nice, super chill, very down to earth. One of the nicest internet people I've met. I say this as internet people myself. That was one of the cool things I got at the con. I think I'm going to hang it up there, like where that poster is, where that flyer for this old Philly Comic-Con is. Even though I've had that up there since probably the beginning of the YouTube channel, and it's honestly, I'm amazed that piece of paper has held up for 14 years, I think. I think in middle school, somebody gave that to me, and it's been up there ever since, but, I think this is a much cooler thing. I think it's going to go right there. It's almost too perfect not to go there. I also met James Rolfe today, again. Total mensch. I posted on the community tab. I got a bunch of pictures I want to post and edit on my other social media platforms. I'm kind of rambling here. I'm very tired. I haven't really done, a convention where I've done it for 3 days. I'm driving back and forth from home to the convention, but unfortunately what that leads to is me being very tired and fatigued and not really being able to get my thoughts as coherently as I would like them to be, which is disappointing. However, I did get an old friend back, Game Boy Advance SP. Now what's cool about this Game Boy Advance SP is that this is the same color that I had when I was a kid. It was a red one. I remember my cousins got it for me when I was a kid. And I was thinking as I bought this, because I spent way too much money on it, and I'm a little embarrassed about how much I spent on it, thinking, I have a GameCube. Okay? So I have a GameCube, so I get a Game Boy Advance SP. Okay? But over there, I have a GameCube with a Game Boy player, okay, with the, by the way, that's some music from Blade Runner. I just thought, a little ambient music would be nice, maybe also relax me as well. I have this thing that I've had since I was a kid, resurfaced, and working perfectly. Got the Game Boy player, as I said, got a controller specifically designed to make it easier to play Game Boy games on the GameCube. And I buy a fucking Game Boy Advance SP just because. And this is one of my really old Giantess collages I did, which that's just there. That used to be up there where the John Boyega autograph is. I just thought that was, a cooler thing to display. And yes, I know it's crooked. I don't feel like fucking with it any more than it already is. But honestly, if you look at a lot of the posters down here, they're kind of crooked already. So that's one downside. May as well show some of the cool shit I got at the con besides the GBA and the signed thing from Autumn. If you meet her at a con, she's one of the nicest people you will meet. She is extremely generous with her time, and I can't praise this woman enough. She is freaking awesome. So I got that Woody Squishmallow because I love Toy Story, and the plushies are cute. Can't go wrong with that. I am way more rambly than I would like to be, and I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, I didn't really buy enough. I didn't really buy as much stuff as I would like. I have enough stuff. Objectively speaking, I do have enough stuff. And I guess the really cool thing here is this Game Boy. I'm not sure if I have my old link cable. The guy selling the Game Boy gave me a charger, but I'm trying to think if I still have my original charger somewhere. And there's a good chance I might still have that thing. This convention, I mentioned in another video that I should really get to editing. I've got these convention videos that I should have posted years ago. Some I might not. I thought I had more to say, but I honestly don't. and that's a bit disappointing. I guess I just have the con brain fog, you know? They had a lot of dope stuff there, but like I said, I have more stuff than I probably should. And I did buy a Zelda plushie, which I might show off. We'll see. Maybe I'll shoot another part of this video. See you in the next part. And if you love Blade Runner, listen to this version of, I think it's Rachel's song at this speed. It's one of the most beautiful, haunting ways to listen to this track. I don't know how the fuck this guy managed to make an already perfect synth track just more haunting and more beautiful than it, was before. But man did it. It sounds incredible. So, see you in the next part.